Yo!
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is super exciting because I have a brand new bike. You guys have probably seen this bike on social media as I've had it for a little while now and I've been using it, but I've kept saying that I'll do a bike check. So today is the day where I go through this brand new bike with you guys. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about on this bike is obviously the frame. So the main difference between this bike and my other e-bike that I had is that this one is fully carbon. So all of this frame is made of carbon and it's in this awesome mossy green colour, which is matte, which I think looks awesome, especially with the white Haibike graphics and the white rear end here as well. I think it looks really cool. They've also changed the geometry slightly as well, so it feels a lot nicer when you're riding it, and I'm super stoked to have a bike. So inside the frame is the battery, and this is integrated in the frame as well, exactly like the last one was, but it's a 600 watt hour one, so it lasts a lot longer. And then we have Yamaha's latest motor, which is the PWX-2, and it has 5 different modes, so it's so good for climbing up hills and shredding bike parks and things. So next up we have the wheels, and these are the Halo Ridgelines. They're Halo's more affordable line of wheels, and I've actually been running these ever since I've had an e-bike and I absolutely love them. They're 30mm wide, so they offer a lot of strength, and they've got 60 clicks of engagement, which means you won't skip when you're pedaling and things. So these wheels are actually a mullet setup, and I've been running mullet on all my e-bikes pretty much, and this is good because when you're going downhill you actually feel more lifted up because obviously the front wheel is a lot bigger, and that is so good for your confidence, especially for a beginner, because you don't feel as if you're going over the bars or you're leant too far forward, so you end up actually going down things that are a lot steeper, and I actually really like it. So a new addition to my bike setup is the tyres, and these are the Onza Porcupine tyres. They are super nice, I absolutely love them. They've obviously got the tan walls here, but they're white on the tread, and that matches perfectly with this specific setup. Obviously I've got the white decals on this bike. They're 2.4 inches wide on both, and obviously this is a 27.5 inch one, and the front one is the 29-inch tyre. Moving on to the cockpit area of the bike, and we have Gusset components. So I've got the Gusset S2 bars and S2 stem as well, and these lovely Gusset S2 lock-on grips with the oil slick collars, which I think look so good. They match the bike perfectly actually, because in certain lights you get the green, and you've also got a little bit of pink in there as well, which makes it a bit more girly. And I've also got up here as well the Gusset top cap, which looks awesome, and especially when you've got the GoPro on from that angle you can see all the Gusset logos. So moving further back to this area, but still sticking with Gusset, because we have the Gusset S2 saddle, which is super comfortable, and the Gusset S2 pedals as well, which are so strong. They've got the extra support in the areas where you'd need it the most, and they've also got pins as well, which offers maximum grip, and when you're flying downhill doing massive jumps and sending huge drops and things, your feet won't ever come off. So up front we've got these awesome Fox 38 forks. They're super nice. They've got the green decals which match the frame colour of the bike, and they're e-bike specific forks as well. They're 160mm of travel, but they've got added strength in the areas where it needs it the most, just because obviously the bike is a little bit heavier than your average bike and it's got a lot more torque. They're also stiffer as well. But moving down backwards to the bike, the rear shock is the Fox DPS float shock. This is also 160mm travel, and I have it set up quite soft because that's just how I prefer the bike to be when going downhill. So moving on to the braking system, we have the Magura MT5 brakes. They've got 203mm rotors front and back, so there's plenty of stopping power, which is good for me because I need to stop. So moving down to this end of the bike again, and we've got the gearing system, which is the SRAM Eagle 12-speed drivetrain. So there's plenty of gears to choose from, and with that, with the motor and the e-power, means that you can pretty much go up and down anything you want. So setup wise, I actually run the bike pretty soft just because that's how I prefer it to be. I like to have a lot of grip. So the tyres, both front and back, I have around 25 psi, and that is also, I run that whatever I like ride, whether it's jumps, downhill or whatever. Like I said before, like my shock and the forks I run pretty soft as well, just because I don't really like to feel many bumps. So yeah, this bike frame is a size small, and that's because obviously I am quite small and I like to feel like I'm in control of the bike rather than the bike taking me for a ride, so I can corner it nicely. And also as well, like when I'm jumping and hitting like drops and things, I prefer it to be that much smaller, just because like I said, you have a little bit more control over what you're doing as well. Personal touches wise, like I've changed a few little bits, like I've got carbon spaces up front as well, which I think looks really cool. And also just the way Haibike have made this bike, it just looks super nice, like the details they've gone to, like there's these super nice graphics here, even in this bit here where there's this rubber thing, they've got Haibike printed on it as well, which I really like. And also I'd say my favourite feature of this bike is that it is carbon, and it is a little bit lighter than my other bike that I used to ride, so when you jump it and things like that, I've got a little friend. No? See, he likes the bike as well. We've got a approver of this bike. But anyway, like I was saying, like I have ridden this bike already, like you guys have probably seen on my Instagram and on videos and stuff. And it definitely feels a lot lighter jumping it. And I'm now even starting to lift the back up as well when I'm jumping. And so I'll insert some clips of me doing that right now.
Wow, that was... Oh, big air. Yeah, that's sick.
Nice. Sick. Nice. Oh, nice.
Wow. Oh, so good. Right, let's quickly get out of the way.
That was massive.
Yeah, she had no problems clearing me there, did she?
No, it's well good. Airtime king.
Airtime queen.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I can now get the back end up slightly, and I'm jumping a lot higher as well, and I can even jump over Tom, which is cool. I can feel another does she trust him or does he trust her coming very soon. Just before I go, there's another feature that I really like about this bike, and it is this honeycomb air intake feature at the front. I think it looks super nice, and it's also like got the cables going into it as well, so you've got internal cable routing, which makes the bike look tidy. Yeah, super nice bike. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I cannot wait to shred this bike even more. We're going to Wales soon, so I'll definitely be riding it at Bike Park Wales, and I'm excited to take it urban riding as well. I actually really like shredding stair sets at the moment. But give this video a thumbs up, leave some comments below, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.